All right. We are live for the live sweat here Monday. It is Monday, right? Yes, Monday, August 17th. What up to everyone in the chat? Shout out to you guys if you're here early. Drop a W like always. Really excited to be here live. I will say, you can see by the plays scrolling below me, not exactly my favorite MLB slate. As I was looking at it this morning, I was like, okay, there's spots. The deeper I looked, I came up empty. So we'll see how we play out here. We do have two plays as of right now for Amber, under 2.5 earned. Yikes there. And then Chase my draft. I do like this one over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. We got that for plus money. Shout out to everyone in the chat here. Mitchell, Memorial, we got Point, Chris, Finn Nody, we got Anthony, Steven, Kevin, we got Buster, not Diddy, to be clear, in the chat. Jet, Valadez, bunch of people in the chat. Shout out to everyone. Corey's in the chat. You know what? Cha-ching to all you guys here tonight. Make sure to hit that like button on the stream. We got a like goal of 100. Let's see if we can hit that quickly. What up to everyone? We're going to start, we're probably going to jump into building the parlay ski a little early here, right? Because it is 5:30. First game we do have is at, what do we have the Baltimore? That's at 6:05. So we got to get moving if we like something in that game. So guys, drop some plays in the chat. The games that I want to look at right now in terms of those parlay looks would be that Tampa Bay and Baltimore game, that Philadelphia and Miami game, and then the Cincinnati and Cardinals game number 2 of the doubleheader. Those are all pre-7 p.m., and we should be able to get a really good read on those during this live stream, right? So some of those early ones. I see a bunch of people throwing plays in the chat. If they are outside of that window, hey, I don't hate the play. Maybe at some point during the stream, we'll look into those and kind of break them down before those games start. But I feel you guys get what I mean, right? Kind of trying to just to set up something that we can sweat together. Hence the point of the show there. Let's see. Michael says, where did that chat go? Also, I know this is MLB, but my guy hosting the show. Let's go Celtics. Let's go Celts. I'm excited for this year. We'll see what happens. All right, you guys are throwing a bunch of plays in here. So we have the Nerfy in the Orioles and the Rays. I mean, Brandon Young on the season. Let's dig into that real quick. What we'll do, guys, is we'll kind of go through what you guys throw my way, right? And we'll see how we feel about it. But here we go. Let's look at that one. So let's go to right here over on, I clicked the wrong thing. They're going to go to the game total. Then we'll go to Baltimore. I just want to see, in terms of the first inning under, how they've done with Young this year. 50-50. When on the road, just 22%. I do like, obviously, Shane O'Mac. Shane McClanahan should be pretty damn good, right? The Nerfy predictor, we have this one at a 50-50 chance, which is somewhat in line with the odds. I'm not exactly fully sold, but I do think that this is a decent enough chance because, you know, half of the pitching here, Shane McClanahan, is pretty good. So I'll toss it to a poll for you guys. Let's see if we can do this. So we got Baltimore versus Tampa Bay, Nerfy. And again, we're trying to build a 3-legger that we could toss in and sweat it out. I mean, there's nothing more sweaty than a Nerfy. So I'm down if you guys are down with this one. I feel like I kind of gave it a bad read. You know what I mean? What game are we looking at? We're just looking at the first 3 games here, excluding that doubleheader first game that already took place, and trying to build a 3-leg parlay that we can kind of sweat out together. Let's see. People do like this. The Nerfy. That's because you guys want to sweat Nerfies, right? So if we put that in the parlay, I mean, I'm sitting here and I'm like, are we just gonna put all the Nerfies together? 60%. All right, we'll leave this live for a few more seconds. Guys, make sure to vote. It's completely free, anonymous, and it just helps us move the show along. So it helps us out. You also get your opinion out there without having to be like, hey, this is what I think, because not everyone feels like that's their cup of tea. You know what I mean? Yeah, Corey's bringing up a good point. Maybe we just go straight Nerfy so we don't ruin the parlay with a Nerfy. We can do that. If that's the case, I'm down. We can do that. So everyone, drop in the comments if you are riding it. I will put this right here. In fact, we don't even need to do that. Let's just put a couple plays out there. We don't have to throw them into a parlay. We'll just do that. Let's see what we got here. Plays from chat. There we go. I want to give credit where it's due. Who just gave that Nerfy? I got to go back and find that. Who just gave that Nerfy? If you Dez. Okay, we're going to add that. This is going to be on the fly. You guys get your shot at if we're in there. So what can we get this at right now? Boy, oh boy, we are flying by the... So I guess no parlay, that's fine. I mean, we could still do it, but we got to pick one lane or the other to focus our efforts, which I don't mind throwing in a few plays from you guys in the chat. Let's see. Under in the first inning right now, minus 111 on FD. All right. Oh, yeah, I got to add the Nerfy part to that. Hopefully this line's not moving as I'm stumbling around here. I'm, like, good with technology, but at the same time, it screws me from time to time. All right, hold on. Let me get this in. What did I say it was on? FD. Okay. I mean, this will be a big sweat. Now we're going to have things that we're sure as hell going to watch. Password incorrect. It used my Face ID. What? That's like telling me my face changed. Jeez, I got to eat a salad. I got to mix in a salad if this thing's not even recognizing me. All right, what do we got? First inning. Boom. Okay. We're in. All right, what else we got here, guys? Drop some plays in the comments. Again, we are looking at the first. We want to get to things that we can certainly sweat out. So I see a lot of people talking about the Mets, or I see the Red Sox in the chat. Those games are, I mean, yeah, the Red Sox are at 7-10, the Mets are at 7-10. It's right there, but let's try and keep our tunnel vision, all right? Let's try and get these really early ones, because that's a half hour plus between those games. Sal Stewart to get a hit. What is he at? Let's see, what are his odds? Minus 255. I mean, we're looking for straights, I guess, right now. I definitely don't mind it. The dude's been on fire, and did he get one earlier today? Did Sal Stewart get one earlier today in the first game? Because if not, I think he did, right? So didn't yesterday. Maybe he's on one now. Alex Bohm over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Let's check that out. So we have him kind of middle of the pack in terms of our batter score today, but he's been crushing it, right? Didn't he have a couple home runs, or one home run? Damn, he had 5 hits those 2 nights ago. I don't know how much I'm loving it. I don't hate it. I will say Seattle, the only thing that I get worried about is the righty-lefty splits and the fact that Jansen Junk is like straight up a righty specialist right now. I don't necessarily mind it, though. Let's see. I'll toss it over to the poll to see. I'm letting pretty much you guys play with my own bread. That's crazy. I'm placing these if you guys say yes. I don't know when we decided that was going to be the case. Sanchez under 7 innings. I don't know, dude. I mean, the dude does, as that, we can look at that real quick. You know the dude will stretch it out. And their bullpen did get, like, their late inning arms did get some use yesterday. So that means they're going to have to turn to some of these guys for some of the later innings. The dude's been pitching plenty of innings, obviously. I will say, 18.5 that's him going into the 7th, right? For plus money, I guess I don't necessarily mind it. 50-50 on Bohm. We need 55% or more, guys. That's what we usually say, because then it's like a true consensus, right? So get those votes in. We'll wait a couple more. Now it's moving up. Make sure to hit the like button while you're down there as well, guys. Super easy to do. It definitely helps us out. I think we have, 40 likes right now, and we have literally over quadruple the amount of people in the stream. That was like a little bit of a flex, a little bit of a brag, but also like a, hey, get to liking. Corey says 0.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Yeah, but right now I'm just looking for play because, again, we already talked about it. We only have 2 plays that we've even placed ourselves, and they're both half-unit plays. So I have like a very light MLB take today. I wouldn't mind looking at some more action for like straights from you guys. So if people do want to throw Bohm into a parlay and roll with him over 1.5, then by all means. But in terms of what we're voting on, I'm actually looking for plays, and it doesn't look like we're going to get that one. Only 52%. Doesn't look like we're going to get that, but I'm looking for things to actually get going here. Diddy says, not Diddy, you got to close the chat on mobile and hit the thumbs up. Yeah, okay, so we've gotten questions before being like, how do you like the video or like the stream? I believe you either turn it, vertically, right, which would be the chat, get rid of the chat for a second, and then boom, hit that like button. Just an easy thumbs up. Let's see if those likes start to go up now. Buster says, smash the like button. I mean, listen, a Buster, if anything. Do we have anything? I guess I have to ask specifically because you guys, I mean, I know a lot of people are joining the stream at different times, so I joke when I say this, but you guys are not following directions. I'm like, all right, let's see if we can get things for these first 3 games, and people are just throwing out the latest of games plays, you psychos. But I'm probably stupid enough to somehow like fall for it and be like, yeah, let's look at that one. Right now we're looking at Orioles, Rays, Marlins, Phillies, Reds, and Cardinals. If someone is diehard into the Red Sox or Diamondbacks or Mets, Padres, those ones are like Pirates, Tigers, honorable mentions in terms of I'd be okay with it because they are just shortly after, but we probably won't sweat them out as much. Burleson, 2 hits, runs, and RBIs. Let's see. I don't mind Alec Burleson. What did he do earlier today? Could someone inform me? Actually, I could just look it up myself. Did he play earlier today? Let's see. I did not watch that earlier game, hence why I'm asking the question. Game log. Where is his game log? Why am I all of a sudden, technologically just not able to do this? Let's see. Did anyone help me out? Double and a run, double with 2 RBI. Okay, so he got it. He got his. I mean, now he's going to see who's pitching for the second game here. It's still Rhett Lauder, right? I know that they moved what's his name off Chase Petty. So Rhett Lauder. I mean, I don't mind the idea of Burleson. We have him as a 77 batter score, which is pretty damn good. I'll put that to the chat. What is his line for hits, runs, and RBIs? I guess I should look at that first. Plus 115. I mean, did he use it up? Did he use it up earlier today? That's the tough thing. Did he use it up earlier today? So the ride of the day, I'm still waiting on. I mean, we probably are. I mean, it's too late really to want to jump on board with something because I don't think a lot of people ride. But I do not believe the person that was on the streak, which is, I don't know why people do this. I don't think he entered one. So tomorrow will be up for grabs, which is just unfortunate. Right? It kind of kills the whole scheme of the things. Unless he did get one in the last 20 minutes, I missed it. So let me check. But I don't think I saw one. No. So ride of the day will be up for grabs tomorrow, which is good. But I just don't get, even yesterday, the play was a push, and I'm like, oh, that's boring. ZK says the Padres can't lose. I mean, Nolan McLean's a beast. Yeah, I mean, the ride of the day, the good thing is, when we don't have it, because I want to jump on board with someone, daily. But when we don't have it, it does give like, okay, no one's on a streak. Whew, deep breath, woosah. Someone gets it the next day. Yeah, so far we have the Nerfy. I threw that in. That's right down here. Got it at 111 over on FD. And the Alec Burleson poll is going, but right now it's at no 55. Yeah, okay. No Alec Burleson, damn. Yeah, I'm down to do a hit parlay. If you guys give me just 2 guys you think will get a hit in these first early games, screw. We could pivot to that. You guys, obviously, I'm like Play-Doh. I could be morphed around and moved around. I just want to have a fun time with you guys. Pause. So just drop some names. We'll go through a couple of them. Let's get 2 guys. We'll throw them into a hit parlay. We'll do it over on probably Chalkboard or something because they have a bunch of promos. I'll look at the apps, see which ones I like the promos on, then we can roll with that. What do you think on the Rockies plus 2.5 or plus 3.5? That series, I'm telling you, and I said it in today's video, I literally was like, this series is going to be one I can already tell you I'm not going to feel like I'm all in or like spending too much time on. I don't love that series at all. So plus 2, sure. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Blake Snell regresses after coming back from injury and dealing in that last start. He threw 10 strikeouts through 6 innings. All right, let's see. We got a few guys throwing hits. Pete Alonso. Let's check out Pete. Where art Pete? So Pete's going to be seeing a lefty. I mean, he's not bad against lefties. He's definitely a little bit better this year against righties. The pitch mix I do like. 4-seam changeup slider. Now, it is obviously Shane McClanahan, who's a beast, but Shane McClanahan has been deadly against lefties. Not so much righties. Where he gets that whiff, which the one I'd be concerned with is a changeup. Look at Pete Alonso and his whiff rate, and look at the pitch that he goes to for whiffs, right? The changeup. So if we look at this, in terms of the whiff rate, it's kind of everywhere for Pete Alonso. In terms of the K rate, it's definitely down in the zone, which I guess you'd lean this way. But Pete Alonso, he's like on the good track. This rolling WOBA is something we added to Buckets to Bucks, which, by the way, guys, bucketstobucks.com, go check it out. This is kind of helps you get a sense of where the batter's trending. This is I think it goes in, 100 at plate appearance increments, but you can kind of see almost like a stock, I would say, potentially where the batter's heading. And right now it looks like he's heading in the right direction. So for Pete Alonso, let's throw that. Copy and paste so I don't misspell. Let's toss that to the chat. Him to get a hit. That's what we're looking at. We're looking at 2 guys to get a hit. Is it the best matchup in terms of him lefty-righty? No, but it's probably the best lefty-righty split you're getting off of Shane McClanahan, right? Does that make sense? And let's see, we can open up the parlay builder to kind of get that going too. The thing is, if we go with Pete Alonso, I see a lot of people with Simpson. There's been a couple Simpsons. I don't want to do the same game because then we have the Nerfy. This turns into a Baltimore and Tampa Bay stream. So it may be a good play. Do not get me wrong. Seriously. I just kind of want some diversity. You know what I mean? I only have 2 personal plays today. They're both a half unit each. I want some diversity. Call me a DEI better tonight. Daryl, I'm not going to be able to siphon that out. If someone messes up their vote, it's like, oh, you got to live with it. I literally, like, I make a joke, but I literally can't change how that works. But it looks like it's not going to matter. Pete Alonso has a 67% yes in the vote. Okay, so Pete Alonso. Now let's search for another one. We want one more. I see Moreno over. Yeah, but we're looking at the first 3 games here, and now we're looking at the next 2 because we already have that Baltimore and Tampa Bay. So Miami, Philadelphia, and Cardinals and Reds. We liked Moreno yesterday. Do I like the Tigers today? Yeah, I took Framber under 2.5 earned. I would take the Tigers on the ML as well. I just do worry, like, I don't know. The biggest thing I liked here was ultimately Framber Valdez, which can be kind of crazy. Let's see. I don't mind Sanchez under 5.5 hits, but we're looking for one more guy to get one hit. All right, Bryson Stott. You know why? Because Corey cut the line and he said it's via Buckets to Bucks, which, by the way, guys, I should put in the chat. If you are not on Buckets to Bucks yet, you are missing out. Literally the best research tool out there. I do say that because I'm a little biased, but guys, go check it out, bucketstobucks.com. Let's check out Stott. Going to be batting from the left side. I mean, Jansen Junk, we talked about him earlier, kind of good against righties, right? Really, really bad against lefties. I like the pitch mix a lot. Bad second time through the order, too, so Stott going to get through, obviously, that. Now, I prefer him to be a righty, but I mean, we're just looking at hits here, and dude, the guy has been crushing it, especially when he's at home. 76% against a righty, 70. Damn, let's toss this. This could be the final piece. Then we can move on to another play, guys. This is just, you know, one play in the puzzle. We're flying through these things, I know. But it's not like, oh, we land this, all of a sudden I'm not looking at any more of your plays. Let's see. If we added, we got to go to the, let's go to the builder here, and then let's see. If we go Pete Alonso to get a hit, and then what was it? Stott, right? What would this be odds-wise? We're looking at already plus. I'm fine with leaving it there. So if we like that one, I'm down with throwing that one in and then saying, all right, what else we got? Do not hate that. Oh, I said I would do it. I'd probably do it on a, we want to get a little bit of a boost or something. So I'll probably do it over on one of these apps here today. Let's see, who's looking like they got some of the better squares out there. Ellie's another one. Where's the bathtub live sweat? No one wants to see that. Ooh, maybe we start. Maybe we go. Okay. Ooh, I got an idea because we do have a little bit of time. We could use that McLean one, and then drop a few pitchers. I guess we're already doing a hit one. We have a Nerfy. I mean, we're just kind of diversifying our portfolio. And I already said I'm a DEI better today. You know what I mean? So maybe we do lock these two in for a hit, which would be Pete Alonso and Bryson Stott. FYI, I haven't even checked the Bryson Stott poll, but it's at 55. It's got to get over that. Wow. We'll leave it live just a little bit longer while I check these discounts, but it's got, 55 or more is what I said. Yeah, so we have a Blake Snell 0.5 outs. That would be great to throw in with that, right? Brandon Young, 1.5 strikeouts. There's a few of these. Wow. Look, this is, guys, chalkboard is ridiculous, man. Look at this. I mean, I got to be able to see myself to know that you guys are seeing this. These are the deals they have right now. Like, what are we doing? They're just W chalkboard, man. Seriously, they are tossing out deals and promos for us every single day. And just they don't just hook up, like I tell you in my videos, they don't just hook up new users, right? Let's see, is Stott in? 58%, boom. All right, we're going to go Blake Snell. Actually, I kind of want to go one of these. What do we like more? Just drop it in the chat. We got to do this quickly. Nolan McLean strikeouts. That's down to 2.5. Brandon Young strikeouts at 1.5. Christopher Sanchez strikeouts at 3.5. Maybe that Sanchez one, or the Brandon Young or Sanchez, I could be convinced of. We'll throw that in with the other two, which is Pete Alonso to get a hit and Bryson Stott to get a hit. Damn, I love that. I love that we have all these deals to utilize. I know people like Sanchez under and earned runs. I've seen that. We are unfortunately looking at batters right now. I think we do a pitcher parlay. I'm fine with that. So what we're asking right now, essentially, guys, is this. We already have what we like, right? But there is a ton of these deals over on Chalkboard right now, and we are trying to figure out which one we like more. So I'm saying Chris Sanchez, Brandon Young, or Nolan McLean right there. We got 3 strikeouts. Just they're alternates. It's pretty much like which one do we like, right? I guess Sanchez 3.5. Young could be good. I mean, we can utilize all these. Screw it. We'll go with Sanchez. This one is now entered. By the way, guys, so it's 25 to 151 if this cashes. Can you guys see it? If this cashes, I'll give away the winnings for all these slips. I'll treat them independently. Just head over to my Instagram, the usual deal, guys. And yes, the guppies will be like, oh, you're just doing that so you get more followers. Yeah, that's the name of the game in social media, especially when you do it for your living. So go ahead and follow me over on here and DM me here for the, 8/17, the August 17th giveaways. And depending on what we cash, whether it's that Nerfy, anything we do during this live stream, we will give away some of the winnings if they do come through, okay? So let's look at some pitchers now. Now I got to toss in this. All right, I don't think we're going to have room for this. So Dez, everyone remember that Dez came up with the Nerfy, all right? Sorry, Dez. All right, let's make some room here. This is just on-the-fly stuff. It's pure athleticism. Instagram, I just put in the chat. It is Ev Picks, EVPICK, Picks with a Z, though. So EVPICKZ. Pete and Bryson Stott. It's now on the screen. We did it over on Chalkboard because we're getting a nice little boost because of a promo square that they had. But honestly, if you guys are just rolling with a 2-man, yeah, it probably makes sense to find one of the books that does it. Spelling bee champ, not so much that time, Chris. All right, guys, let's drop some pitchers. Let's look for some pitchers. Maybe we're thinking like 5+ Ks from them. If we want to open it up to everyone, fine. We've already been pretty stingy on the keeping it to the early games. I'm down to look at some of these pitchers. If we're going to get specific, then screw it. I think we're good in that Baltimore game, though, guys. We have the Nerfy. We have Pete Alonso. We got a nice little thing going. I totally disagree. Michael says, all be honest, betting on baseball sucks. I think it's one of the best. I think it takes a lot more time than all other sports, so a lot of people don't have either fun or success or feel like there's missing something. But man, oh man, I totally disagree. I will totally admit, I think it takes a hell of a lot more time than a lot more sports. Arsh coming through with a super chat. Says, good luck today, everybody. Hey, good luck to you as well, Arsh. Hopefully don't get our Arshes kicked. Let's see. Sanchez dealing today. Sanchez 5+, Sanchez 6+. All right, let's look at Chris Sanchez. I mean, it is Chris Sanchez, right? Like, it is Chris Sanchez. We know that he's capable of doing anything. And here's the issue I have with it. And I'm not saying it's an issue in a bad way. As if it's in it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like a horrible issue, okay? Against right-handers, he does have his struggles. He gets chase against righties, and I like that. Considering that, if you look at the righty and lefty splits, we have way more of a chase rate in terms of like league rankings, especially too with Miami against lefties. On the road, they're not that chasey, but that'd be the only thing that I'm liking. He doesn't have the craziest K rate against that, and he's going to see a lot of righties today, right? He strikes out way more lefties than righties. The pitch mix, yeah, you could sit here and be like, that changeup could be filthy for him today because they whiff on that changeup a ton, and we can look at him in games in which, he gets whiffs on that changeup. So, not whiffs. In games in which he faces a team that whiffs a ton, that's what we're looking at. Now, we'd be looking at, 4.5, right? Because we're just going to put together a fun parlay. I mean, 88% of games, last year 89%. So, if we're down with 5+ for Chris, I'm in. But I do have a little bit of caution there, right? I'm thinking, oh boy, like that lefty-righty split does alarm me. But let's see. Let's vote on this. It's going to be 5. Do we have 5+ available? I think I go right back to Chalkboard there. That was good. Let's see. Let me make sure we have 5+ on there. And if not, maybe we do 6 or something like that, and I could change the vote for the poll. So it's going to be, it'd be 6+. It'd be 6+, which obviously, you know, makes sense. They're knocking it down 1. You guys let me know what you think. If we look at this from a 6+ perspective, he still crushes it. Last year, he's crushed it this year. I just get, I only worry about this. 24.9% strikeout rate. And you can see here, lefties haven't really been totally whiffing them, but let's be real. Not exactly the craziest strikeout guys. I mean, Luzardo, maybe. Messick, interesting. But this is up to you guys. This is your vote. I don't want to talk. I feel like I'm leading the witness. You know what I mean? That's why we, by the way, yes, I want to get more followers on Instagram. Hell, that's why we partially, you know, give away the winnings, because you guys follow, DM, and boom, you're good to go, right? And then what I get out of that is just, you know, continue to grow this community. But realistically, I like giving away the winnings on these parlays because you guys are coming up with the plays. Like, that is like, people don't understand that. It's like, why don't you just roll with it? People can, it's like, yeah, but I didn't come up with these. Like, if my buddy hits me with a, you gotta place this, and I hit it, sure, he wasn't looking for anything, but I give him a little kickback if it's a great play. Timmy says, not trying to be a hater, but the Rays Nerfy scares me. I don't think there's anything hating about that. Nerfy's, honestly, Nerfy freaking scares me, like, all day anyway. All right, you guys like it? 70%. All right, we'll end it there. All right, Chris Sanchez, 6+. That one's in. Next pitcher, guys. Keep dropping your pitchers, and if you have already dropped them and I have not acknowledged it, feel free to drop it again, but we will drop you if you spam. Nolan McLean, we can take a peek at him. That game's, what, 7-10? We'll catch most of that, right? And his line will probably be able to get 5+. I know you guys probably like the 6 or 7 from him, but we can get 5+ from Nolan McLean. Let's look at that. So he's obviously dominated this line plenty. He does have a 28% strikeout rate. San Diego, they are chasing. They're not striking out a crazy amount against right-handed pitchers. Righties against San Diego recently, though, plenty of them have hit that 5 strikeout mark, which is obviously good. Him against the San Diego team, 1 start. This is when? Was it this season? I think it was. 6 innings pitched. He did have just 5 strikeouts. In terms of this lineup, though, let's look at that. We haven't scrolled. Where's the lineup? Versus the right hand, we do have some pretty mediocre, like, when I say mediocre, I mean good for strikeouts. No one has a crazy low. Like, Rengifo down here is the only guy with a low strikeout rate. The pitch mix, a lot of these guys struggle with the four seam, which maybe he'd be getting some whiffs with. It's not the least whiffed. That curve is great. They whiff on the curve as a team 32%. Let's do this. 30+%. He's, I mean, 1 game in his last 20 here. Or 18 starts because it's him. Averaging 7. Okay, let's toss this one. Nolan McLean, it's going to be 5+ strikeouts. This may be something to consider for sure. Vladdy 11+ strikeouts. Timmy really cracks me up. Fernando's in the chat. Fernando saying under 6 Ks? Oh, man. We do have this Baltimore game starting. Yes, okay. Let's see. Oh, you guys are loving the McLean, too. Jeez, 80%. All right, and we'd be adding on another, I mean, do we? So we could probably on this one, right? I could go, where is it? Blake Snell over 0.5 outs. We kind of botched. Oh, no, because that Blue Jay game started, so we can't use that boost. Okay, let's do this because the game's going to start soon. All right, that one's in because you guys are liking that McLean one. Okay, I like we have this one because there's a limit for the 0.5. We only got 20 on it. But again, guys, Instagram, Ev Picks, Picks with a Z. You can win some of the winnings there. We got to focus in on this Nerfy, fellas. We could probably look at some more plays, but let's just work through this Nerfy real quick, and then we'll get back to it, all right? Let me add this. Boom. Okay. All right. Let me get my MLTV. Wow, I am behind on where I thought that I was. Okay, here we go. What do we got Nerfy-wise? What do we got? We got 2 outs. 2 outs, nobody on, no runs in yet. Here we go. But, hey, and I'm not jinxing anything, right? Cheers to everyone. I'm not jinxing anything, but it is McClanahan. This is the guy that we assumed would do his job. When we have Brandon Young walk up to the mound, that's where we're going to have to get a little bit of like, hey, let's hold our breath. Let's close our eyes. Let's hope to throw a dart in the dark here and not hear how. Jesse says I got 25% of my bankroll on Nerfy plays. That's not smart. But you know what? Love you more for it, you psycho. All right. We're down 6 outs. We got 3 of them. 6 outs. We got 3 of them. What else is everyone rolling with tonight? I know we were just trying to build the plays and stuff like that, but in terms of what you guys actually have just down in terms of your plays, what are you rolling with? Oh, and by the way, hit that like button. Ooh, Don made 300 on the under in the Reds and Cards game earlier. Let's see. Thoughts on the Rays winning it all? We talked about this a couple live streams ago. I do think the Rays are a really good team, but they just strike me as a team that may not be able to pull out like a 5 or 7 game series. I don't know. I think their pitching's great. If they're healthy, obviously a lot better. They get on the base pass. I get it. What's the Nerfy? No runs in the first inning. And it's also known as under 0.5 in the first inning. Point says, sweating this out with you in the billion-degree Arizona, I'm assuming Arizona heat. Let's make this. Let's go. I'm going to be in South Carolina for the second part of this week. My dad just moved down there, and I'm going to visit him. And it's hot down there, apparently, but still beautiful. I mean, it's humid as hell here in Massachusetts. I put your ride of the day stats through inspection, your Nerfy parlays, team totals, spreads, money lines, game totals are profitable all through. So is that all through ride of the days? Because overall, this is what we found last time, which is kind of cool, right? This is what we just quickly did. I think you might have been there for it too, Timmy. So in terms of, these are the last 2 seasons. So, I mean, NBA we have here, right? NBA, if I highlight all this, bottom right of your screen, you can see the sum, right? 19 units up with the NBA, which is crazy. MLB, we're off to a decent enough start here, 8.5, which is crazy. But yeah, I don't have the breakouts. And we got to give this guy a, that was not good. And you know what? He did not enter. I don't understand why someone really wants to get down with the ride of the day and then they just don't enter. Unfortunately. All right, here we go. Let's get through Diaz. And says, give me some plays, please. I mean, there's hundreds of people in the chat here trying to give out some plays. The Murrells Inlet area of South Carolina. All right, 3-1. Not exactly what we want to see the first batter of the game here. Can we see if Diaz has the green light? Maybe get some soft contact off Young. We get a lucky out here because it looks like he's going to be on base. Okay, there's a strike. 3-2. It's anyone's ball game. I didn't look too much into Jordan Walker today, stud. Alec Burleson, we actually looked at, but I also looked at too. I didn't look too much into Jordan Walker. I guess I would say, I'd never hate the idea of backing Jordan Walker if that helps you at all. I mean, in terms of our him against Rhett Lauder, we do have him right around a 60 batter score over on bucketstobucks.com, which isn't terrible, isn't great, you know what I mean? All right, he walks the first batter. Curtis says, can you roll the ride of the day now? The answer would be yes, But I said it earlier. I was like, sometimes it's good to not like, I mean, it's not good. Don't get me wrong, but like, oh, I like when that happens. I wish people would, keep going with their streak. But sometimes it's good to, like, when someone doesn't enter it, then I can say it in the next video being like, oh, that person didn't, I'm not trying to call that person out, but didn't enter it, blah, blah, blah. And it kind of means, hey, if you're going to do this right of the day thing, let's get going, But I can't expect everyone just to know the rules. I say drop that hashtag right of the day. Not everyone knows the game. You know what I mean? Like, oh, tomorrow you might be selected again, or you are selected again if you win. Like, I explain it, but people obviously kind of fly through that portion of the video. Come on. 0-1. Let's get a strikeout or a double play. 0-2. Come on, Brandon Young. Dre says should go live like this more often. This is dope. Yeah, I know it's not every day and stuff like that, but we've been doing pretty well in terms of sticking to it. You know what I mean? Like, there hasn't been a week that we haven't at least gone live once or twice or three times in a while. But I hear you. I would love to. Oh no. Oh no. Warning track. Stay right there. Talk about holding your breath. All right. Oh, did he just tag? Oh my God. What are we doing? Diaz tagged from first freaking base. That was like I was scared to a not. Did Simpson? He didn't really like cheese it or anything, right? I just don't think that he expected you have to do that. I've always said guys should do this more often, by the way. Wow. I mean, that's tough. Caminero with a man on second and one out is scary, fellas. I don't know no. We're good. Talk about I'm not jinxing it like Corey said, right? Speaking into existence, we're good to go. If you guys are watching that, Caminero lines out to shortstop, but if that was just over his head, that may be scoring, especially the way Diaz is freaking running, man. Jesus. It's like the guy has to get home for dinner early or something. What are you tagging up? First batter of the game is tagging up from first base? Let's go. Another out, and this Nerfy cashes. Let's go. Wow, that was a sweet pitch. Come on. Kevin with the super chat says, how are we feeling today? We're feeling good. Actually, that is a lie. I have a massive headache. I'm not going to lie. A massive headache. All right, here we go. Nice little pop out to shortstop. Gunnar Henderson got some action. We cashed the Nerfy. Let's go. Now I just want to kind of roll over that Nerfy action to like Miami and Philadelphia. Jeez. Is that crazy? When did Hicks, yeah, trade deadline. Boom. How about another cha-ching? Let's go. Is the crowd noise, because you guys know I love pumping in some crowd noise, right? I'm like the Falcons. Does this still sound crappy? And is it any different when I am talking during it? Is talking the thing that's happening? Yeah, we're going to do it. Oh, we're going to do it. We're going to go Nerfy Phillies and Marlins. We're going to go Nerfy Phillies and Marlins. You guys convinced me. I saw one comment but that, I mean, come on. That's electric, right? Guys, hit that thumbs up. Listen to not Diddy. It's not him. It is not him. Let's go. Dragon in here with a $5 donation says, I took the Nerfy the moment I joined after Baltimore and Tampa Bay turned 78 to 106. Hell yeah. Way to go. I think I just like slurred my words somehow, but hell, way to go. I was like, slow, yeah. All right, we got to get this one in. I have not, we got a few minutes, so I don't have to rush. Don't rush. That's when some mistakes happen. Philly, Miami, Nerfy. Got to get this bad boy in. Slow shouldn't be slurring. Different type of slur. You know what I mean? All right, let's get this one in. I will tell you this right now, as much as people like it and everything like that, I will not be turning this program into a just straight up going live to sweat the Nerfies. As much as they're sweaty, we got to be particular as to when we do it. But you guys voted on that first one, and the reason I end up liking this one is because it's the number one Nerfy play over on the Nerfy predictor. Now, 56%, you're getting decent value of minus 150, minus 115. You get into that minus 130 range of stuff, this may not look like it's as valuable, right? But that's something to be taken into account. Joe says, so what's the parlay? We have them all right here. So far, we cashed one. We didn't build like a true normal parlay, like a live swap parlay like we normally do, but we did put together an Alonso and Bryson Stott hit parlay, and then Sanchez 6 and McLean 5+ strikeout parlay. Let's go. Light goal hit. Hell yeah. Rod says definitely go live. Yeah, I mean, I know you guys love the likes. I mean the lives, not the likes. I love the likes. I'm gonna be working on going live and more often. Like, I think we're gonna have some awesome lives during the football season. Holy crap. Holy crap. Mayo goes deep. First at bat of the second inning. Wow, how lucky did we? I mean, not lucky, I guess, but come on. Let's call a spade a damn spade. Woo! Like, when I say not lucky, it's like that's not relevant to, what we did in a sense. But just the fact that it happened is crazy. That's probably the way to put it. Just join the Survivor. Hell yeah. Guys, I should, let's see. I should add this in. Guys, if you want to join the NFL Survivor pool, it is now live. If we fill this contest up, which obviously it's a while till NFL season, we only have a handful of people in there right now. If we fill this bad boy up, though, the winner's taking home $4,000. It's $15 to enter. If you guys don't know what Survivor is, it's super fun. Super fun. So go ahead and enter that, guys. I just put the link down below in the live chat. Do I do lives for the NBA? I think I just saw that. So, yeah, Finn, this is the first time that we've done, like, the live sweats, but we usually, or used to for the NBA, that's how we started to do lives, where we'd kind of go before the game start and try to put together, plays, or how like when someone looks at sends a play and then I look at it via buckets to bucks and analyze it and stuff like that. That's a lot of what we did. But we're starting to do a lot more of these live sweats, which is just which the difference is, yes, we are still, like, I know that you guys like the idea of, oh, what does Ev think? And I'm not being braggadocious. It's like, that's clearly what's happening. What do you think of this play? Can I get a second opinion and something like that, right? And then, you get that in this, but then we also kind of just get to hang out and have some fun. You like the live during the games? Yeah, I think that's just fun, you know what I mean? If the Survivor pool fills, will you launch another one? Probably not. We might do some, like, one and dones and stuff like that for touchdown scores. But, it's a lot to manage. And, like, if I did say, like, transparently right now, I was like, oh, I'll just launch another one. It removes any incentive for people to get in there early, right? Not that that's, like, the reason. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not trying to, like, rug pull the idea of, well, this is your last chance. But it just it is. Like, this will be the Survivor pool. No runs, first innings, stressful with Kyle Schwarber and Bryce Harper. Yeah, that's kind of how I felt with Yandy Diaz and Junior Caminero too. It's like these tops and Aranda, right? Like, that's a crazy 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we have Tassos and I are. Oh, I gotta get something out of the oven. Give me a sec. Well, we'll respond to this first. But Tassos and I are recording tomorrow our futures episode. I think it'll come out within the next few days after that. For H to H, if anyone knows. The survivor pool, I will put again in the chat, guys. I just added it. I'll put it in the chat yet again, though. Right here. I'll spam it a couple times. I shouldn't do that because YouTube might be like, that's spam. But go ahead and join that, guys. We're going to have a lot of fun doing it this year. We had a lot of fun last year. The dude who won it last year is already right back in. He's like, I'm coming for throats again. All right, I'm going to be right back. I was going to say I'll be right back. I already told you that multiple times. All right, one sec. We're back. All right, where was I? What do I think of the Marlins on the money line versus the Phillies at that price? Maybe it doesn't mean, but they actually, I don't think, oh, happy birthday, Broken. Tomorrow. I don't think that the Marlins are a bad look today by any means. And it's because of what we looked at earlier. Now I could show it again real quick. Where did buckets go? This is the reason that I kind of was like, I mean, obviously the Phillies are the Philly, like they're a good team and they're only going to get better, but Chris Sanchez against righties is not nearly as good against lefties as he is against lefties, and there's going to be 8 of them in the lineup today. Now, you can make the argument, okay, well, the Marlins don't hit lefties as well as they hit righties. They stink against the sinker. There's definitely ways to get around and you know, make a case against that, but that's why I ended up like rolling with it, you know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, I do think that there's something worth of a look, especially at Miami plus 200 or beyond. I do get it. Is this something I'm sitting here being like, I got to get there myself? No, so that's the difference, you know what I mean? Like, when I say I get it, like, that's just me being completely honest. It's like, I get it. Yeah, I did lean towards the Diamondbacks in my video today, which kind of stinks because I'm a Red Sox fan. Jonathan, is the Survivor something that goes on the whole season just till the last 2 people are standing? Might have work. No, I know what you mean. So yeah, it's technically until you're the last survivor. It technically goes on whole season if people are surviving, which it usually does. You know what I mean? Like there's, if we get what do we say? How many people did I put in this one? I think it was 300. If we get 300 people in there, very rarely. And by the way, you can enter 3 times. So you have 3 chances at it. You have to pay 15 each time though. But it will last as long as there's someone in there. Like if every 299 people got out week 1, that person walks home with the 4K. That one person that wins. At that point, then we'd probably start another one. Okay, I know we got that question earlier. At that point, we'd probably start another one because then I'm like, what the hell? Like, where's the fun? But it does. I hope that answered the question. Yeah, Curtis, I'm on the same page. I think Valdez, and it's so annoying that the reason I started to like the idea of him. By the way, let's up that like goal. Let's go 150 now. Shout out to everyone for liking it, but we can probably update. I think I can update this live. What I was gonna say, Valdez. I think Valdez, as stupid as it sounds, he has been going good start, bad start, good start, bad start, somehow like all year. I mean, not actually, but I do think that this could be a good start for him. The Pirates have now hit a couple lefties, and I don't think that is going to keep happening. I think it's more of an anomaly that they're hitting lefties than like the norm. This is a team that does struggle against lefties. They have all year, and Valdez is a guy that can keep the ball on the ground. So even if he starts to get hit, hopefully that part of his game is working. And this Pirates team, it just doesn't seem consistent. I mean, I know they look pretty consistent against the Red Sox. Actually, not even. They went 8 runs, 0 runs, 8 runs. But at least if he can keep the ball on the ground, they're not consistently 1 through 9 enough to always bring in those guys that potentially get on. Hope that makes sense. But again, hey, we've lost plenty of plays before. So as much as I sound confident in something, I am confident in it. But I'm not one of those people that, a lot of people watch every day say, let's do this. We're gonna sweep today, or there's no chance that, like, when someone says there's no chance something loses, is literally the dumbest thing that I've ever heard. I get it, you're speaking hyperbolically and all that, but you're also like there is partially ownership in the sense of just misleading people. Intentionally, misleading people intentionally. No chance. I just said what? Oh boy, we got so let me know in the Pirates and Tigers game. Pirates and Tigers game. What do we like? Because I like Valdez. And that's realistic. Did we just see a wait, no. Okay, that was that was last night. Okay. I was like, did we just see another home run in that Orioles game? No chance. You said you hate people saying no chance. Tigers. They don't even have over 2 and I did under 2.5 earned. What do you mean they don't have over 2.5 earned? They got plenty right here. Earned runs, Valdez, under. Oh, wow. It is juiced through the moon, though, huh? We got it today we got a really good price on it at 122. Love that. Wow, this is a split game, huh? There's a lot of people in the chat saying, like, strongly liking the Pirates and people liking the Tigers. I haven't seen as much of a cry for a case for the Tigers as much as the Pirates. Seems like people really like the Pirates. And then I read this one. As I say that, Phil Cosby, hopefully not him, literally says, I'm feeling the Pirates and I don't know why. Ev with the EV, let's go. People thought that. So obviously, let's see if I can put this on. So this, right? This is like our normal setup for the overlay. EV MLB picks. People thought for a while when we first started that it was just like EV picks, but my name's Evan. Okay, I'm putting this to the poll because this is just me being curious. It's not like a play or anything like that. I want to see I want to temperature gauge this. I might have spelled Pirates wrong. Nope, I think I spelled it right. I did press enter before even reading it. Let's see what we got. We should do this more often just to see what you guys got. Like, I like how Kyle does the polls in his stream to at least temperature gauge his audience. Yeah, the bullpen, something worth noting. Let me pull that up. This Pirates bullpen has definitely used a lot of arms lately. The thing is, so have the Tigers. But, and it's a big old butt walking around. Jensen's good to go. Finnegan, even DeJesus. Like these are some of their better arms. I mean, only 22 innings pitched from Sommers, but decent enough, right? The FIP's good. The whip maybe not so much, but the K through 9 is very good. So they do have better bullpen arms available. I do like Weaver, Ramirez, and Soto, and I always say, well, you know, when they have those guys, they can kind of navigate. But 2 of those guys did throw twice in a row. So it is definitely worth noting. Stud says, where do I see your picks? Well, one, they're right here, but over on, we do a daily video every single day. That's hence the word daily, my bad. But over on GuyBostonSports.com for free, we post our plays. So we've always posted plays. So for example, here's our plays today. And I always make, new people or anything like that clear that, like, when I say these are my plays, it's like I'm just telling you what I played. I'm not trying to, we do a video, we go through every game, every angle of it and stuff like that, and that's where I really do love what I do. I'm not trying to overly convince anyone to ever tail or something like that. Hey, shout out Super Chat there from Juice. Nerfy Phil's Marlins. Let's go. We got it. Let's go. It's starting up, in 5 minutes? Let's go. Sweet stud. I love that. Appreciate that, honestly. Nerfy and the Pirates, San Diego. Nerfy for SD Pirates versus Mets? You're losing me, man. Johnny says, need your help. With the analyzer pitch versus batter, red and green splits if batter, contact, and power is green and pitcher is red. Okay, so let's show you an example. So red, it's coming from, so the thing, and this is, we actually started a video on this. I'm going to try and pull it up. So with the matchup analyzer, what's kind of cool with it and stuff, right? We'll use Flores for an example. The pitcher, it's coming from a batter's perspective. So technically everything's just like green and stuff for batters, and he's been on fire lately. Obviously, it's likes that. Also being, the wind blowing out. But red, the red is, again, batter's perspective. So even though it's red with these bars, that would technically be better for the pitcher, right? So if this was all the way in here and it was red, it's it's a better average against. Let's see if we can find another example, right? Let's go to Mickey Gasper here as he takes on Mitch Bratt. These are now green because it is better for the batter because it's a smaller bar for the pitcher. But actually, hold on. How do I explain this? The red and green will operate independently for batter and pitcher. The bars and how it works are more batter dependent. So this is a small bar. If it was a big bar, 214 is really good, it would be out here. But you have to think of it from a batter's perspective, where a 214 average against is very good for a pitcher, so that bar is going to draw. If this is a way bigger bar and stuff like that, it may help. Now, you mentioned the power and the contact. This is an advantage. So it's a power rating for the contact, and it's a rating for the power and the contact. 100 out of 100 is good for both sides. So forget the stats, right? Which I guess is kind of what you asked, so I don't know why I focus on that first stuff. If this was 100 and 100, you're going to see a green bar for both of them. Obviously, you can't really get that from, both of these sides because this is like a tug of war. But the bigger this number, the better for either side. You're obviously not going to get many guys that are split. Let's see if we can find one today that's like a, Rhett Lauder, and we can look at, say, no, it's a doubleheader. That's going to be all messed up, isn't it? Let's go Brandon Young. Sorry, I'm going in all directions. When people ask me about Buckets to Bucks, I get fired up and I want to say everything. So this will be run right down the middle, right? See how it's a little green because he has more, but it's still pretty mediocre. But it's green on the pitcher side of things because he's outweighing the contact and the power rating for them. These are all out of 100. It's a score we give. Does that make sense, Johnny? If that didn't make sense, you let me know, because you paid $5 for that explanation, and I just went cuckoo brain on you because it's my tool. And when someone asks me a question, I'm like, yeah, sure, let me tell you. And I feel like I just said a bunch of random stuff. Essentially, contact and power, regardless of if it's pitcher or batter, the bigger number is better. And you'll rarely see power really high and pitcher, batter power really high and pitcher really high. It's no, it's the whole point. Think of it as a tug of war. Mr. Nonchalant, do I need to sign up for Splash to enter the Survivor Pool? That is the platform that's doing it. So, yes, it is $15 to enter. So, I mean, you could just deposit that and roll with that. I mean, I like Splash a lot. I use it for some other stuff, but that is the platform that's hosting it. And, you know, we've just found success with it. They handle the pool and stuff like that in terms of, not that I wouldn't be trustworthy to do it, but you don't have to worry about, you know, me just hosting a Survivor Pool and handling all your cash. Joel, $2 says, what's more likely, Braves or Tigers to win today? I can tell you what's more likely, and then I can also tell you which one I like more. More likely, I would say the Braves. I do like Framber Valdez and the Tigers, though. But I think that, you know, Martin Perez has obviously been very good. I don't necessarily love Bailey Ober. So if I were to say what's more likely, not like what I'm looking at and stuff like that, I would say Braves. They're both away teams, though. We got to keep that in mind. Sox have to get it going today. Yeah. I mean, did we find out if Bayo, did he get an opener? Yes, Gamboa. Okay. That's good. I said it in my video today. I was like, if Bayo doesn't have an opener, we might be screwed. But Bayo has an opener. Pizza or wings? I mean, I like them both, but pizza. That's I would say my favorite food, yeah. Chicken parms up there are good steaks up there for certain. All right, can this dang Phillies game get going, man? We got the Nerfy, and I want to sweat. Oh, handled that one already. Yeah, Jay, we got the we have the Marlins and Phillies Nerfy right now. Should we put Phillies pizza or wings to the poll? Both you can have however you want. That's the thing to put in there. Like if you like some weird stuff on your pizza, but that makes you like it more, than sure. Or if you like wings, it has to be this type of wing with ranch dressing, blue cheese, that type of thing. I think that's fair. Wow, this is a lot closer than I thought. It's not that many votes just yet. Come on, let's get going here. Nerfy. If we go 2-0 in Nerfies night, that'd be pretty impressive because these things are just rolling the dice, man. Here's what I think. Ranch and blue cheese. Don says I can't trust a ranch type of guy. I think a middle-of-the-road ranch is better than like a middle-of-the-road blue cheese, and a bad ranch is better than a bad blue cheese. But a really good blue cheese is probably better than a really good ranch. Does that makes sense, right? So it's like if you get a good one, then yeah, I agree. You get a mediocre one, I think that blue cheese is better. A mediocre ranch is better. I think a mediocre blue cheese is sketchy, man. Louis says, I'm on my way to Wrigley right now. Cubs or White Sox? I mean, it's always fun to root for the underdog in that type of a series. Chicken sandwiches, I'm down. Fried chicken sandwich in particular, like a Nashville hot chicken sandwich. Oh my God. If we talk food, we could just talk. I haven't eaten dinner yet. Bread cheese? The hell's bread cheese? Over 9, and if you gave me 9 wings in front, or 9.5, I could eat 10 wings easy. I have. Barbecue chicken pizza, you get the best of both worlds. I do like BBQ chicken pizza, but I'm like pepperoni and cheese, like both those. Boom, fastball down the middle. Thanks for making me hungry, boys. I'm getting hungry. Don, you can go and eat if you want. I got to sit here and finish the show. All right, Sanchez is warming up here. Oh, he's vibing to the music. If we get through easy ones from him. I like it. Jansen Junk ends up being the one where it's like, all right, what do we got? Just like McClanahan, right? Deep dish pizza. I've had deep dish a few times. A one-off, like when I first went to Chicago to visit a buddy that was living there. I was like, hell yeah, let's go. I couldn't eat that regularly, though. That's just not crushable enough for me. All right, before these games get going, I will be right back. All right. Geez, I come back, I'm looking, what did I miss in the chat? Just a bunch of food talk. All right, 1-0. I missed an L. There we go. There's a positive vibe. That was an early cha-ching, though. We probably shouldn't be cha-chinging that. Come on now. 0-1. How was that? How do you get that first? Oh, was it a strikeout? Because we also have this going. Or was it a ground out or something? Actually, I saw them showing Bohm, right? So I'm assuming it was something to him. Yeah, I shouldn't have early cha-chinged it. To be fair, I was very much cha-chinging the out. And I think we know that. I think everyone knows that. Everyone knows that. Okay, ground out, okay. Grilling steaks as we speak. I am having steak tonight. I won't be grilling it, though. It's going to be on the pan. Strike 3. Now I gotta cha-ching the outs. Come on. Now I gotta cha-ching the outs. Oh, man. I can't do it once and then just back off. I gotta act like act like you've been here before. Watching the stream over Sopranos second time through, that's how good the stream is. I appreciate that. I also don't know if I agree. I love the Sopranos. Where do I have the Sopranos? I have ranked. It's either 2 or 3. My favorite show ever is Sons of Anarchy. I keep a list of like my top 10. Number 2, right there. Sopranos. Come on, Chris Sanchez. 2 down. What was there a home run in the? Oh yeah, I know that home run trot. So Diaz is having himself a day, huh? Sanchez is good, but junk. So junk can throw some junk, and he's I worry about him against lefties. He's really good against righties. I guess there's that, but hey, we shall see. Where can I find your best ones? Well, my ones that actually, I mean, some days they're the best, some days they're not the best, but it's over on GuyBostonSports.com. GuyBostonSports, the channel name.com. I'll put today's link. It's always free too. I'll put today's link in the chat. I think my show list is great, very diverse. All right, are we through 3 outs? Yep, another one to Bohm. Jansen, mother, you know what, junk. Come on, maybe. It's funny, both of these nerfies, it's like we had the really good pitcher. McClanahan started things off. Okay, we already trust him. We have Chris Sanchez. You trust him. So now we're just having to sit there and see what we get from the kind of meh starters. Pete Alonso's over 2, yeah. Sweating all the way down south. It is warm in this room, I'll tell you that much. The Survivor, I believe the Survivor pool works in Canada, in everywhere but one. Let me see. Let me see. I know I just saw that recently. I want to make sure I got it. It is in. It's available in most places. It'll let you know, I think, before you could do it. But I'm trying to see where it is. Let's see. I believe it's like outside of Ontario or something. I don't know. I'm gonna have to dig into that when I can find the documentation. It should tell you right when you go to join it, though. But I believe there's one province or whatever it is that it doesn't. Here we go. Schwarber, Turner, Harper. That is not great. I'm not sitting here liking those 3. First pitch was a 93-mile-an-hour meatball down the dick that Schwarber just decided not to swing at. Whew. Appreciate that. Everywhere but Quebec. Okay. Thank you, Jungle. I was trying to find it, and I was like, I just don't know where this is. Hit plus 440, 40, plus over 4,000 off your picks. Damn, that's on you. That's not myself. I mean, maybe you listen to me a little bit, but man, I don't press the button for you. Just like I don't take accountability, or not accountable, but just like I'm not accountable, that's a better way of putting it, for losses of yours. I'm not going to take credit for a plus 4,000 win, man. That is all you. In both instances, I'm not making someone do it, you know? But hell yeah, that's huge. But I appreciate a little bit of props there. Doesn't hurt to get a little air in my tires now and then, make myself feel good. That's crazy, though. That is crazy. Plus 4,440. Plus 4,440 is nutty. Uh-oh, what happened here? Strikeout for Schwarber. I saw. What did Big Cuz get mad at in the chat? Oh, you have Philly? Okay, we have the Nerfy. So I thought that's where I was like, oh, did Schwarber just go deep? Treston, if you DM me on Instagram, I could probably pull it up. Ev Picks, EVPICKZ. If you have that, you can send me that, and I can download it and share it on stream. We'll give you a little flowers there, huh? All right, 2 more outs, fellas. Oh. 1 more out, fellas. Let's go. The camera almost didn't catch that pitch. It was so quick, and he swung right away, Turner. Come on, are we going to cash another? This is the one that I'm a little worried about. Miami Philly Nerfy is what it's for. Little worried about Harper. Little worried about Harper. Come on now. Jansen Junk, come on. Show him your not that. Give him the best of your junk. Not that also doesn't sound great. Show him your junk via your pitch arsenal. That still sounds kind of weird. Just show him your damn junk. Curveball right down the middle. I mean, he is saying, hey, let's see if you guys can hit it. What? Is it weird that I was talking about junk? Guy's name is Jansen Junk. Max, I didn't take it. The chat took it. And we did jump on board. So I guess your sentence is probably correct. Because I was just that easily convinced. And what's even more degen of me is that it was only because we cashed the first Nerfy of the night. And I was like, let's roll it over. Oh, I thought we had it right there. 2-2 count. No, Junk is not bad. His stats are very indicative of his actual ability. He can navigate a lineup really well. Now, the longer and longer I think it goes, he definitely could have some struggles, but he can miss some bats. Harper. Oh, a little bit better of a throw and he's out. All right, Harper on first. 2 outs, it's not going to kill us. We got Arias up, though. He's probably going to get on, right? Bohm, Stott. I mean, this is just such a good lineup. The fact that they're not as good as they honestly should be is nuts. It's a nice play. I mean, let's see. Yeah, the throw just had nothing on it. Harper was running from the get-to. That was just a hard play. I mean, yeah. All right, let's see Arias. I think the chat's spoiling this. I think. How are you guys so ahead of me? Is he? Was he? Okay, I don't know. Are you guys trolling? Boom! Flies out to center field. Let's go. 2 Nerfies that we played. 2 Casholas. Come on now. Come on now. I wish we could count those towards our plays too, but we'll talk about them, I guess, in tomorrow's because those nice little looks. Let's go. Dal says Jansen the huge junk. All right, we got the Alonso and Stott hit parlay. We got Sanchez and McLean going. Tons of action still going right now. Now I just want to be like, what's the next Nerfy? What's the next Nerfy that we roll with? It's so stupid. Hell yeah. Finn says the app, the scores. I know it is, but so you gotta. I talk about this all the time, right? You guys are already seeing me on a big delay because that's just how it works. We have it on like the lowest latency and everything. So I say something, and in theory, it takes a little while for you guys to even see it. That said, we have it on low, so that's why I can respond to the chat and somewhat feels like real time. But I'm also then streaming the game. So because we're putting a lot of taxation without representation on the damn computer and stuff, the streams are a little bit more delayed. Me watching the streams, 3 guys on a delay of the streams, boom. So I could be, but what stream would that be if I'm watching this? And it almost removes the defeats the purpose. And I will always say this. I really do like watching something versus just like the box score scrolling. Dragon comments again, says I bet 50 on the live Nerfy, turn it into 80. I'm waiting on the parlay with pre Nerfy with Baltimore under 3.5. Bet 50 to make one. I mean, all I see is that you won a lot there. Well, hell yeah, way to go. Should we go Nerfy in the Padres and Mets? It's either Padres, Mets, or Detroit, Philadelphia. And we have like 5-10 minutes. Really do. Dragon has been. This is a good night for Dragon, man. Pods, Mets. Pods, Mets. All right, we'll do Sandy. Okay, screw it. What a bunch of bullies you guys are. I'm clearly the easiest thing in the world to ever bully. I should have said person. I don't know why I just called myself a thing. All right, Pods, Mets, under 0.5 there. It's minus 130. I don't love that, guys. But for the, you know what, let's have some fun. We can have a little bit of fun here. Getting this over on Novig as well. Getting some good Nerfy prices there. McLean, Walker Buehler. I think I'm more worried about Walker Buehler, right? All right. That is in. I shall add it to our list of lovely winners so far. I did not roll it over, though. So, I mean, I could have just kept rolling over. But I was like, come on, now we'll just take the profit. Let's see. Ram says, I watched the live sweat a lot with you in the TV, but I can't comment. Finally get the chance to comment. Thank you very much for all the work you put in. Look forward to the NFL season. Appreciate that, man. I know there's a ton of people that sit there and you know, watch and either can't comment because of that type of situation or are like too worried about commenting and username. Guys, if you ever feel that, I'm not saying that Ram's saying that, but if anyone, because we've gotten those comments before being like, oh, you know, I was always a little hesitant. Don't feel hesitant. This is, I mean, if you're saying some stupid stuff, I have no problem mixing it up and dusting it up, right? We've seen that before. But if we're just talking baseball, like it's a let's have some fun vibe, not a how could you say that? What a stupid play. And I get it. Even in this industry, it's really tough for somebody to be like, I like the Nerfy first batter of the game. It's a home run. You're like, oh crap, I put myself out there. I didn't sign up for that, right? But it's the internet, man. We can have some fun with it. What a Nerfy. Yeah, comment good vibes if you're feeling some good vibes in the stream here. And while doing so, smash the like button. Exactly, Don. 2 Nerfy so far. We're not rolling it over. We're putting some of the profit towards the next one. We have no first 3 unders, and we're wearing our first 3 under hat, huh? Let's get this Nerfy Achilles for sure. Bueller may deal. If that's the case, I like that because I think Nolan McLean may deal. You're right. The vibes are high, so we should get a little higher with them. Would have loved this to be a little bit quicker, so the climatic moment would be nice and noticeable. Is Chris Sanchez getting hit up right now? What is going on? Wow, my legs are way too tired for what we just did. I signed up and wrote a check that my ass isn't going to be able to cash. Pop that top. We put that stuff behind a paywall. Just watched Bro grow. I mean, I might need to grow my way to the fridge to get a replenishment here. We're technically averaging one per Nerfy, so we got to keep that going, right? Let's see. Mr. Litz says, I'm glad you're a Kappa that allows people to talk plays. I know a few who forbid it. What do you mean by that? Like people can't say it in their chat? That's stupid. Imagine that if this chat would, chat would still be pretty electric. I was going to give you guys way too little credit. We'd still have plenty to talk about without plays in the chat. But if someone likes a play, who am I to gatekeep and play God that you can't share that? That's dumb. Damn, I really don't like that. I do like that you shared that, Mr. Lit, though. That makes me feel good about what we're doing here. I just think that is so, like, who, I don't know. I want to say the word is, like, takes themselves that seriously, but it's not. You can take yourself seriously. I have no problem with that. But to act like, I don't know. I don't really know what the way to explain what frustrates me about that. Guys, we have a ton of cool hats over on Fade Me. I'll drop it in the chat. If you guys have not, like, I never promo, and I don't know why, but it's self-sustaining at this point, pretty cool. But we have a merch store, like a ton of cool stuff. Like we just launched, I think this one's really cool. I actually don't even have a sample of this, but it's our bounce back hat. Some cool colorways that we have. So if you guys want to pick up some merch, for winners, for losers, for everybody. I do think I have that sample, but it's a different logo on that. Sanchez is 3. Okay, I love that. Pete Alonso, when is he getting up? We really haven't. He's already gotten up. What is he, 0 for 2? Oh, he's not getting up for a little while. Yeah, we do need that. Damn. FadeMe.store, guys, if you guys wanted to check it out. Like I said, we barely talk about it, but even here, right here, here's the hat literally that I'm wearing right now. And you can see that it's legit. Like the picture doesn't even do it justice. It's a legit, this is embroidered. The other one I showed is not embroidered. But some really cool stuff. We got a bunch of different things for a lot of people. Like this is literally our best-selling hat ever. And speaking of promoing, if you guys have not checked out bucksbucks.com, what are you doing? Bucksbucks.com, go check it out. The best research tool out there and getting better and better. All right, we have, let's see, that game's getting close to starting. We have Chris Sanchez strikeouts. We have Bryson Stott. I have not kept up on that. How's Bryson Stott doing? Bryson Stott. Oh, he's up now. What perfect timing. Let's go. Hell yeah, big guys. I love that. See if we got any more. I mean, here's one of our better sellers. This was probably our best-selling thing throughout NFL season last year. And all it is, I mean, it's nothing like special, right? It's not embroidered or anything, but a really nice structure. It's actually the same blank as this. And we could put two of probably the best 3 things in the entire world, and we didn't think it'd be good to put the third thing on there. Did Stott just got a hit. Let's go. All right, we need Alonso to come through now. It's looking like that could be a little sweaty. But Stott, boom, he got a hit. Wow, he barreled that boy up too. Why does everything I say just come out in like such a weird, like, what are we doing? That was actually a gift. So I don't know. I hate to literally be like, I don't know, but I don't know. Good vibes are rolling. Let's go. Yeah, Corey says, shout out to Buckets to Bucks for that stot play. There it is. Corey came up with that, tossed it in there, and boom, what do we got? Yeah, this is, I mean, we do one thing that we did early on, and we still do now, is we reinvest into making better and better content, like the lights, the camera, the action. Like it's a lot going on here, but I wouldn't trade it. And this little thing at the bottom of the mic is pretty cool too. It's like a magnet. We got Fade Me on here too. We got, where's it, right here? Bunch of cool stuff. Appreciate that though. And I do view a lot of the stuff that we do, like a new microphone, a new camera, that type of thing. Like we got a new camera lens a couple years ago. These are expensive things, but they're worth reinvesting. You know, it's not just gadgets and stuff. I mean, I love getting new stuff. It's like Christmas Day when I get a new gadget or something, but makes sense, man. Almost at the light goal. I did already move the goalposts. Let's see if we can get to 150. There's more people in here than what we have likes, so at least there's some people that haven't liked it, guaranteed. The like button, guys. Maybe I'll get a new Mountain Brew if we do hit the like button. Actually, that was empty. It was like backwash. A giant stool so I could sit and be live. Hey, we hit it. All it took was me threatening to go get another Mountain Brew. All right, we'll be right back. We can just leave this rolling though. I don't think we need to. We don't need to go to the whole other screen. Be right back. Oh, we're live with that Nerfy. What perfect timing. Everyone in Baltimore is getting hip except for Alonzo. That figures. All right, we're one out into our third Nerfy of the day, and Tatis was that was sweet. I didn't see that. I just saw the highlight. Lined it back at McLean, and McLean said, I think I'll take that. But let's see. We need 5 more outs for another Nerfy, and Tatis was one of the names I was really worried about. Come on now. Now we got to move the light goal again. What should we get? 200? I don't think we can hit 200. You guys up for that? At this point, all I'm doing is grabbing another drink for the. It's not like you guys are getting anything out of the light goal, but hey, I appreciate the support. Is that going to be caught? Is it going to be caught? Is it going to be caught? Is it going to be? There's a hit. Only a single, though. Only a single. A nice little double play here, and we're good to go. Alonso's about to get his. You just got to stop looking. Brothers with who? Get through Machado. Come on. Ooh. Alvarez just took one to the face. That's a 95-mile-an-hour fastball off the bat. Tips it right into the catcher's face. That hurts, man. I think he's good. Oh. So you are brothers. That's literally, it's the only logical explanation. Come on. All right, we got to get this Mets game up on the screen right here. Turn some of these. Well, we want that still. We got our Scott one. We still have his parlays. I guess we don't really care about this one right now, right? The bottom one. St. Louis and whatever. Wait, you are brothers. Okay. Now I don't know. Now I don't know who's messing with me and who's not. You guys are brothers in my brain forever, though. If they catch it in their mask, is it in and out? No, because if they catch a foul, I mean, maybe on a foul tip, because a foul ball that they catch just like is still just a strike, right? Come on, Nolan. Let's draw a double play here. That was a nice pitch. You got him with the sweeper there. All right. I mean, I asked for a double play, but if you want to strike Machado, I'll be my damn guest. Oh, foul ball. Okay, because that was going to be, well, he probably would have got Machado's slow ass at first. That was a ground ball down the line. Bichette gets it, but it ended up being foul. He probably would have got him at first, but that was not going to be a double play. Machado just missed that, too. That could have been a bigger hit. Okay, we got a little lucky there. Now drop one down on him. That curveball you have, just boom. Damn. He's working. The Troll Brothers. People have Splash Bros in their lives. Bash Bros. The Troll Bros. Did we take a sip of this? Maybe we need a sip for this one for this Nerfy. I have a feeling one beer per Nerfy is not going to be a great habit moving forward. All of a sudden, I'm like, oh, I took the Nerfy on every game. What can I say? We got to do it. Come on, 0-2 count. You got him right where you want him, but he's on. He is on. Tell me that's foul. Good. That would have been that. Come on, man. Why are you making a sweat, McLean? Just strike his ass out. I'd prefer a double play. I'll tell you that right now. Okay, almost hit him in the knees. 1-2 count. Let's see. Do that on a weekend, I'll join you. Slick says 9 Nerfies, 9 hot dogs, 9 beers. The hardest thing, the 9 innings and 9 dogs and 9 beers, the hardest thing would be pacing yourself. The fact that you can't just like eat a bunch of the dogs because it's like waiting and waiting and waiting. You know how your digestion catches up to you? That's the hard part. You can only do 1 per inning, like the true way of doing that. You can't just have like 3 beers in 1 inning and then coast for a little. What is Okay, this might be an out. Nope, that's going to be... Wait. Oh, my God. Jeez, Machado's running his pitch count up. I hope Big Kill is right. It says he's fighting for his life. Get him to swing and miss. Come on. Manny Machado strikeout right now. Ooh, you almost picked him off, honestly. Imagine doing that at the ballgame where it's only tall boys. That'd be crazy. That being said, 9 over 3 hours. Tall boys, yes. Maybe in my, heyday. Come on, baby. Let's go. 1-2 count. Perfect time to just set him up for a stupid swing. He went inside. That's going to get down, isn't it? It's not going to score him, though. It kept him at second. Wow, okay. He probably had to wait to see if he was caught. And not the best, but now he's going to have, France, Merrill, and who's up after him? Campazano? Tough double plays there. And what sucks is that he worked so long. When you see those long at-bats, rarely does it favor the pitcher, right? Come on now. Come on, Manny. Not Manny. McClain. Freudian slip, all right? Come on, Nolan doesn't really have the same ring to it, I will say. And Tampa Bay just dinged one. Didn't Vilade or Vilde, whatever his name is, Vilade, just hit one yesterday? Yeah, the fact that runner stayed at second makes this not that big of a deal. Except that that's going to score a run. Wait a second. Oh! Tossed him out at home! Let's go! Don't make that all for nothing, though. Don't make that all for nothing. Wow. Wow. Carson Bang says, not today. Bang. Also, what the hell is Cronenworth doing? He tried to hurdle him. Wow, that was awesome. We can't make that all for nothing. That was awesome. This has to be an out now. Come on. Merrill down the line. Okay, 0-1 count. Did the Pirates score? Or Detroit scored? Come on. I think it's Bang, what? Bang? Not Bang, but Bang? Unless I'm wrong. Guys, I'm not the best I can barely pronounce my own name sometimes. Come on. We need another out. That was a strike. I feel like Cronenworth kind of... The more I look at that, it's almost like Cronenworth wasn't just booking it. They're going to blame their third base coach, which I get. Uh-oh. No way. 2 guys get thrown out at home? What? Carson Bang! Larry, I don't know. I really don't want to tell you the wrong way to pronounce his name, but guess what? For now, it's Carson Bang! Drop a bang in the chat. And Manny Machado got his fat face tagged too. Wow. No way. I don't think I've ever even come close to a nerfy like that where there was 2 putouts at home plate. 3 nerfies. Cashed. What are we doing? What is happening? That was incredible. That was absolutely incredible. I guess that's why we like the nerfies, fellas, because they are that electric. Oh, that was the first half. I got so ahead of my... Wait, no, McLean, that was the Mets. Wait a second. Oh my God, we just jumped the gun. No. I think... Oh, different game. Okay. Oh my God, I had the little box on. All right, let's lock back in. Damn, that inning felt that long. Yeah, you just got me thinking that because that inning felt so long. Hopefully I didn't jinx it there. Oh boy. Walker Buehler has who's going to be up? Walker Buehler has Ewing, Lindor, there's a hit. Okay. Talk about a jinx train. Boston Pods and Pirates, should I do a live one? Dude, Ray scored. Ray just hit a home run. I mean, I don't take back my reaction to that. The fact that that inning ended with 2 putouts at home, that still is crazy. Yeah. We got our wires crossed, but I don't take back that. That was crazy. That's the third batter of the game should have ended it. All right, let's see. We get to, because we early celebrated, who's probably going to hurt us. Bang. Walker Buehler's got a deal. That wasn't really that great of a hit from Ewing. It was like soft contact dropped in front of the left fielder. Looking back at it or watching it. Yeah, this is very sweaty, and I am very well. No, actually, it's drying up. A little while ago, it was pretty sweaty. 3-1 to Lindor. Don't love it. Jansen Jung's still pitching a game, though. People didn't like him. He's looking pretty damn good. Give the Marlins a chance. People that got on the Marlins at plus 200 or more, you probably don't hate it, right? Challenge. That might have caught it. Let's see. Are they not challenging? Oh, they called it a strike. What just happened? Did he check swing? Weird stuff has happened in this game, man. Holy crap. This game is wild right now. And he walks him anyways. All right, first and second, no outs. He has Bichette, Bang, and Robert Jr. So he gets his 2 lefties. Now he goes righty, lefty, righty. Walker Buehler's definitely better against righty, so I guess that's okay. But with 2 guys on, we got to get these outs. How's Chris Sanchez doing strikeouts? Can someone give me a check on him? We took McLean 5+ too. He didn't get any in that inning, did he? Wait, did he? I don't think so, because we saw 2 of the outs. I forget the other one. He's got 5? Okay. This is where Walker Buehler should be able to navigate this lineup. Should. 5 of them. Yeah, okay. So Sanchez looking good for this portion of it. We need McLean still to kind of pull through his end of it. 0-2 count. I'm liking Walker Buehler against the righties. Come on. Oh, 2 count against the righty. Come on. You let the same guy throw you out at home instead of just loading and batting? I mean, if Carson Bang's the one that ends up ruining this for us, that'd just be serendipitous. Come on, let's see something here. Let's see it. Still 0-2 on him. Why are we getting so many tough at-bats from these batters? I've seen more pitches from Bichette now and then even Machado against McLean than I care for. We got to keep an eye on that Baltimore game, too. Because we should have Alonso soon, unless I missed him already. Focusing in on that Mets and Padres nerf. Walker Buehler's got to get a swing and a miss here. Swing and a miss or a double play. Come on. Pete Alonso's up or he's coming up? Okay, yes, I have that game going. Okay. When he's up, we'll check it. All right, all eyes on Alonso. The early Selly does us in. All right. Tampa 10 and what did you get? Oh, you get that? Is that a live line? Come on, Pete. Come on. He's got the bullpen arm Wells against him now, right? Did McClanahan only pitch? I guess he was kind of getting hit up. Yeah, and he was coming back from injury. It makes sense. We do not want to walk. I don't mind strikes on him on the count because he's going to be swinging. Come on, Pete. High heat. Guys, I mean, that was still, I think we got our, I mean, I know people hate when I kind of like rationalize losses, but we got our money's worth. We got our money's worth that first inning. Placing a nerfy, paying for the price of admission. Holy crap, that was worth it. Come on, Pete. 1-2 count. Is that gone? Come on. There we go. That's how you bounce back. Pete Alonso comes through. Let's go. Not only did he get a hit, he sent one to the stands, and they got a 4-4 game there in Tampa Bay. Wow. Guys, hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new. And let me know in the chat, are you guys enjoying these streams? All of the above helps me out. Helps us out. Just build this thing to a better and better place. So what we really are sweating now is what? We need one more strikeout from Sanchez and 5 more from McLean's going to be the freaking sweat, isn't it? Whew. Pete, oh Pete, oh Pete. He went yard. Bang. Let's go. He leads the league in opposite field home runs. It's kind of cool. If you like going oppo instead of yanking the ball like a man. Nope, Pete, you saved us. I'm not having fun with you. Does it call for another one? This one's pretty damn full, but you know what? It does call from a nice, let's see. I don't know. We'll see what we got here. For a nice chug. Yeah, I would have liked Pete Alonso in Boston. I'm not like a big Pete Alonso guy, but when he hit that, was it 2 years ago at this point? When did he hit that home run in the playoffs? I was like, all right, that's sick. And he has been somehow. No, I mean, I was going to say he's been clutch. I don't know if he's been clutch. He's definitely a guy that's hit home runs when they're up by like 12, but that was such a clutch hit in the playoffs there. I forget when that was. Would you take the White Sox money line? I leaned that way in the video. Would I take it? I didn't, so I feel like I'd be lying to you if I said, yeah, I would take it, because we all have the opportunity to, and I didn't. I appreciate that, Slumpy. That's a good way of getting through the day. I remember times I was, a while back when I'd just be like, I'm just looking for more content to pass the time too. So hopefully this kind of like an odd hour, and not an odd, but you know what I mean, during the games, a little bit more maybe hangout vibe than just watching a game or listening to a game. Appreciate that. You definitely a pull type of a guy. I want Nolan Claim back up now. Did Burleson just, what did Burleson just do? Huh. So we need, guys, I know we all know what Pete Alonso looks like, but you hit a home run, you know the camera's going to be on you. I'm telling you, he's got to do something a little bit different. This looks like you'd be like, who is that? Oh, that's the guy that's just drunk at our barbecue, at our family barbecue. No one knows who he is. That doesn't look like an MLB player. Pete, why am I being so mean to Pete after he just came through for us? I feel like I just took a couple different random shots at him. So did they pinch run Burleson? Pete hit, Stott hit, and Baltimore Nerfy? Hell yeah. Way to go, Ago. That's tough. ZK says he looks like he could be a relative. I do see it. Like, if I just gave that same, I mean, I got hat hair, but, you know, if I gave that same look, one, I'm not a professional athlete, and two, it is tough that I can kind of see the relation there, and I just ragged on him. It's a tough one. That's when you just got to eat crow. It's like, yep, I get it. All right, Nolan. Nolan's getting back up. What do we want here? It's 2 innings. We probably need 2 out of McLean to feel good. If we just want to feel like we're feeling okay, I think, I mean, he's Walker Buehler's in a worse spot, right? McLean, get 1 here. Let's ask for 1 strikeout as our bare minimum, just to keep the feeling that we're feeling okay. You know what I mean? So 2 makes us feel great. Who is on, I see Mitchell saying, who is on McLean's strikeouts, whether it's within, you know, riding our parlay that we have here, or whether it is just in general. Who has McLean in some way, shape, or form needing some Ks? Sanchez isn't out of the woods yet, though, right? If I'm not mistaken. I mean, it's only, 3 innings, and he has 5, so I think I'm not going to say it. Was it another home run? Encarnacion Strand just hit one. I think someone before the games started said that they like Strand, Encarnacion Strand. Need him at 5, need him at 6. All right. Polar says I cracked for $4,440. Why is everyone talking about 4440? Am I missing something? What do you think of the under 9.5? I assume White Sox in game and the Boston game under 9. I don't mind that. I do think that the White Sox or the Cubs, someone could score some runs, but I can't sit here and be like, I hate it. I think 9.5 is a pretty big number. Obviously, I like the Framber play because I have Framber Valdez as well. And then the Red Sox, both those offenses are good, but same time, if they go opener and then Brian Bayo, and what are we in the second inning already? No runs? Yeah, I don't mind it. I would say the way this O's and Tampa Bay game's going, because I see Joe's not happy about how the O's, well, Joe's not happy about the O's. It's going, this game's far from over. Nolan McLean walks the first batter. Now we don't give a damn about what he does. We need to see some swings and misses. Walker Buehler's pissed at someone. What is he so mad at? He's real mad at something. I don't have the audio on because I'm doing this, but if someone can tell me what the hell Walker Buehler just went through, he's pissed at something. Wait. That's going to be a strike. That's got to be a strike. He hit Gavin Sheets, but he was bunting. He didn't pull it back. Oh, man, McLean, what are we doing? He never took the bunt back. That looked like it hurt. That was inside of the knee. That's got to be brutal. But, I mean, real talk. They're going to give it to him? That's kind of BS. Obviously, I'm viewing this from a lens of having McLean strikeouts, but hey, it's better than a hit. No, it's better than a ground out, actually, when you think about it. We don't want to fly out ground outs. We want strikeouts. So technically speaking, anyone getting, on base is just another chance at another strikeout. It's a very much glass half full way of putting it, though. For how good the Rays are, they lose a lot of sub 500 teams. I mean, dude, this Rays team, it's kind of why I said I don't think that they're like a true playoff contender. It's like they grind out games and they just like at some point that doesn't always pay off. Or I shouldn't even say pay off. At some point, it just gets too hard to have to do that for 4 games out of a 7-game series. How are people? I mean, I don't know. I think my biggest thing that has been going well for us is really being like we're doing. So this actually, and I'm not giving advice or anything, but it's been working for us. We're either being really fine tuned on what we liked on a normal day, or I'm sitting there being like, all right, we're sending it or something like that. You know what I mean? Like we've kind of taken the approach of we're either scattering the board, half unit plays, that type of thing, or like I just said, or really fine-tuning or looking at a couple because we've had a really good baseball run. Not saying that would work for everyone. We're up 3 units in August. Hopefully that keeps going. Oh, Bogart's checked. I don't know what's going on with that Tigers, and I'm trying to get a better view of this game right here. Let's get the Red Sox up there. All right, does he get him? Oh, 3-2 count. McLean he's 32 pitches, and he's in the top of the second inning with no, oh my God. Damn. We just chugged this one. And I don't have another one at my disposal right now. Walked the bases loaded, 0 outs. No better time to strike out some other you-know-whats than now. Oh, boy. He didn't walk the bases loaded. Walked the first, hit by pitch for the second, and then walked. And he's really sweaty, guys. Nolan McLean is embodying the live sweat mantra here. Someone refill this man's cup. Come on. Nolan McLean. This is a long inning for the Phillies, man. Jeez. Let's see something. Let's see some freaking cojones out of Nolan McLean. Almost hits Rengifo the first at bat. Yikes. CK says, don't worry, I took SD Moneyline live. I never win. McLean is sweating like you read about, man. I don't love that. How's he even gripping the ball? One count. Nolan. 1-2 count. Okay, we did say we want one in this inning. He gets his one. I'm feeling all right. Certainly not feeling great because he's probably going to allow a couple runs in this inning too, which is not great. And his pitch count is through the moon. Dude, he just threw a pitch that would have hit a right-handed batter. And then he has top of the order next. Big strikeout here because I don't love him against the top of the order. Big one right here. McLean over and walks with the smart play. Yeah, he already has 2 of them in this inning. First inning, did he have any? And he hit a batter, which, I mean, isn't a walk betting-wise, but definitely has the same sentiment of where he is. Oh, foul tip. It went through the catcher's glove. That could have, not through it, but you know what I mean. Dude, he has 39 pitches with no outs in the second inning. Holy mackerel. Come on. 3-2 count. He walks another one, dude. This guy's getting yanked, man. Come on now. Get him here. Come on. Got an out at home. I guess gets the lead runner, maybe makes him feel good, but 41 pitches, 1 out in the second, man. Sheesh. He even almost overthrew Alvarez. Like, he threw it home and almost threw it outside of the stadium. That's actually a really good play by the catcher. Come on, Tatis. Top of the order now. This is going to be a tough one. That's going to be a fly out. Oh, no. Okay, 0-1 count. I need to start posting tennis plays. I mean, I don't know where am I getting the tennis plays? I don't know enough about tennis at all to be able to post tennis plays. Encarnacion Strand came over from the Reds. Is that a grand slam? Might be a grand slam. Nope. Okay, it's going to score 1, though. I don't know. With the way this Padres team has been running the bases, we need this last out as a strikeout. If we don't get this strikeout, We'll take it upon, because I haven't eaten dinner yet. We will leave stream. No, I'm not like, oh, we're leaving. If we do get it, I'll stay on a little bit longer. But if we don't get it, we're closing stream, and maybe that's like the vibe change we need. All right. So we want this strikeout if you guys want the stream to keep going. But my stomach is rumbling. Come on, McLean. 3 feet away from a grand slam. You got some good luck there. Let's see you get a strikeout. That was like the first really good pitch I just saw him throw. He threw that. That must have been his, I almost want to say his sweeper, but it didn't move too much. Because if that's the case, that wasn't a very good sweeper. Another guy thrown out at home. No strikeout. But he did allow another one, so now it's going to be, what, tied up? No, that tied. Oh my God. McLean got out of that one just 1 earned, no strikeouts, though. That's tough. Did Sanchez? No, Sanchez still hasn't got his other one. If we get to 200 likes, I'll have one more on stream. That's it, though. I'll give you a few minutes to do it. We'll get another Mountain Brew, and then we'll head in and watch a little bit longer. I'm not eating. I got to make my steak. I can't cook on stream. Nothing. I'm not ready for dinner yet. My stomach is, but I got to make it. Damn. Someone just, I said, get to 200 likes and we'll keep it going. Someone unliked the video. We still need another Chris Sanchez one. If he gets one, maybe we feel a little bit better. Just go cook. We'll be all right. So you guys just hang out. You're like, yeah, you're not the thing here. The chat's the thing. Heartbreaking. Noel McLean he needs to get strikeouts and he needs to get them fast because, dude. 5 pitches through 2 innings? The fact that only 1 runs into is crazy. Slick. For Hello says cash out. What do you got? I will meet you halfway. I'll go get one more Mountain Brew. I don't need the 200 likes. Everyone want, but yes, maybe at some point we'll just let the chat roll, but not tonight. But I will. You guys could see how quick I can determine how fast this lasts, though. So maybe I'm like, oh, it's gone. One more. Uno más. Alrighty. Still, did Sanchez get his last one? Nope. We still need one from Sanchez to make this even possible. Right here. Look at this athleticism. Right there. McLean is far from what we need, though. Also, by the way, you know how we, and I guess I can ask because, like, the real ones are still in the chat, right? A lot of people were in earlier and stuff like that. But I do like the idea of, usually we're building, like, the one parlay and we stick with it. I like the fact that we threw together a few different Nerfies. We did that kind of just out of having fun. But, like, one parlay we did really quickly. Another one we did really quickly. Having some, different action going on. I like it. Biggie goes, McLean is McAss. Dude, I mean, the fact that he's only one earned in this game is crazy already. 2 throwouts at home, and what could have been a grand slam from Tatis. That's crazy. It's crazy. Red Sox up 2-0. Let's go. From a Red Sox fan's point of view, I did like the Diamondbacks tonight. Glad goes, we are fun. Crisp. Three-two count here. Let's see if Sanchez can at least get that leg of it. What would be crazy, and I'm not saying this is going to happen, but what would be crazy if he doesn't get his 6th strikeout and all of a sudden McLean deals the next 2 innings. There it is. He got his 6th. What would be crazy if McLean doesn't get his now? We're reverse jinxing this. Group hug. Who just grabbed my ass? Group hugs get fishy, guys. Be careful in group hugs. Sanchez got it, yep. So now we need Noel McLean, but those Nerfies are good. I mean, if McLean ends up coming through, let's see. Then we should, yeah, I mean, yeah. 0, though, that's what's tough, man. What? I don't, Joe. I mean, I don't. Like, I will, and I've talked about this, like, I'm open about it, right? Because I just tell people I'm, like, a fan first and stuff. A lot of people are like, oh, you should be able to do. No, guess what? I don't like the idea of turning the Red Sox on in the background and having a bet going against them. Simple as that. But in my videos, I will give my unbiased, sometimes biased, but opinion of being like, oh, I don't like them tonight and stuff like that. I like the Diamondbacks. That doesn't mean that I have to go race to the window and place it. Like, my fandom has a fake currency associated. The sleeper discount was sus. You know what we could do? There is a couple other discounts live. We could hedge the under strikeouts with one of those other discounts. I don't think we'd have to put, no, probably can't do that actually because they have it'd be too, the limit on that. Chalkboard's not in New York. I mean, yeah, Chalkboard is great. Just the fact that they give so many boosted plays every single day. Promo picks. They have a lot of cool stuff coming down too. White Sox year fee. Don't mind it. I mean, I like Chase Mydroth, so I guess I like some runs in that, but I still think the total, like, I think someone commented earlier saying, getting the under 9.5 and stuff. I don't necessarily mind that. Your fee depends on what number you're getting. What are the odds that you're looking at? No. So Mitchell, I have not yet, but because I think it's being rolled out. It hasn't been rolled out in my state yet, but it's really cool. Like, that's what Chalkboard is so innovative. They're literally, what did I just miss? You can do collectibles on there now. Like, that's awesome. Jungle says more of a football guy, but definitely learned a lot about baseball stuff. I mean, yeah, baseball you can definitely get the hang of, and the great thing is it's also a blessing and a curse. There's so many data points out there that you could focus on, lean on, and everything like that. Like the fact that we even have this on Buckets to Bucks just shows you, right? Like this is one page, no filters. It's just like everything all in your face. That's a really good thing if you want the data. It can be overwhelming though, which is kind of the blessing and the curse. VRO, yeah. What's the odds that you got for the Urfi? Oh, minus 118. Okay. I was kind of hoping I didn't see that. I was kind of hoping you'd say minus 105. Pretty close. Minus 105 to even money. I don't mind it. But I'm saying I don't mind it in the sense that like it's right there. I don't think it's a bad look because I do like both the top of the orders against the pitchers today, which is literally what you're talking about with the Urfi. I would say send it, but cautiously enough. Like I think Luis Castillo can get hit, and I do like the fact that Shota's going to see a bunch of righties. He's not nearly as good against righties as he's lefties. So I might be talking myself into it. Do I think over analyzing is paralysis by analysis? It can be for sure, but I always so the good thing with I guess what my process, and call it a process that changes day to day. The good thing is that like when I'm looking for something, if I don't find it, I am okay with not finding it. Okay. Or oh man, that refutes what I was trying to say. A lot of people, which probably get in the boat of what you're talking about, ZK, is they sit there and they're like, oh well, okay, that like I like side A. Oh, but I just found something that really favors side B. Okay, I'm gonna ignore that, and now I'm gonna try and go deeper and find something that favors side A. That's the problem. So it's like if you're it's you can overanalyze all you want as long as you're taking everything at like face value. Because then you actually just have more and more data and detail, you know what I mean? Like that I kind of like. The issue is when you are trying to nitpick data to fit what you already think. That's not using data. Nolan McLean, 1 out, but he did not get a strikeout here. We need a couple here. He's got a 1-2 count to Ty France, who almost just struck out. And then he put it to the moon. Nope, warning track, fly out again. Those outfielders, AJ Ewing, is it Ewing? They're getting a lot of work either way. Jeez. I think a lot of things, like on that note that I was talking about with like overanalyzing and even overthinking, a lot of people, and you guys probably have done it if you think about it, right? When you feel like, oh, they got to do that, and then you start going around making research, it's almost like you ignore bad signs for what you like. And it's like, no, and I'm not saying you have to research to the point where now you flip your mind, but if you had an inkling and you found something that's like a big roadblock, you don't have to drive through the roadblock, turn the car around, and just be like, I'm not touching it anymore. Do you rely on gut feeling still? I mean, maybe to start, probably not rely on, but knowing the game, I do think can help start you off. I would never say, oh, if you know sports, you can win. I think that's dumb because there's so much more to it. You have to be price conscious. You have to be looking in areas where, say, the algorithms aren't looking for the books. That's obviously easier said than done. But having a gut feeling and being able to follow it, and if it does get worked out via data and analysis, then sure. But rely on, probably not. Like I wouldn't rely on anything when it comes to betting or gambling. Like it's not a reliable field. If you're doing it to feel confident in something, and I know I'm nitpicking that word, feel confident in it, but then also kind of be like, oh, well, I know what I'm doing is now educated, and at least I'm going to have fun doing it. That's probably the best way of looking at it. Slick says I use the research to talk me off of plays. Yeah, I think that's something that very few people do. It's okay because if you have a thought, like you're already looking at a thing that's, especially if it's a side or a spread in another sport, it's already kind of factored in 50-50. You could close your eyes and be right nearly 50% of the time over time. You get a little step further being like, oh, I found something that I don't like. A lot of people ignore that. The minute you start acknowledging and accepting that, that's probably a good way of putting it. I could have saved all this rambling. You have a gut feeling, you research it. Some people don't have the pride, or they're afraid of their pride so much that they find something that literally is refuting what their thought was. And they're like, nah, I got to look for something else that helps. It's like, no, no one's watching you in the room, right? Just be like, oh yeah, maybe that's a good data point. I should not trust what I thought. And just stay off it. I'm not saying you flip. If I liked the Red Sox tonight and I found something that was really beneficial for the Diamondbacks, it doesn't mean I go and race to the window for Diamondbacks. Noah McLean, no strikeouts. All right, I'm probably right here in terms of my Mountain Brew, all right? This would be the time to ask any of those questions that have been burning a hole in your brain. We got some good ones with our wrong pipe. We got some good ones with our random Saturday stream. That was a lot of fun. The whole thing was pretty much you guys just asking questions about Guy Boston and, processes and stuff like that. I don't think that Rays game is over, though. I know, what is it, the 7th? It's getting there. Griff says, can you get to Chicago money line time? It was too expensive for me. I would say that is, like, they are the far better team, but I think they should be like minus 135, minus 145, maybe minus 150. And honestly, minus 159, a lot of people could sit there and be like, all right, that's not that big of a deal. I think it's a big enough deal to me. Like a 10-cent difference is over time, big enough deal. Can we get live for football? Yeah, we're going to do a lot, like, just like we've been, and honestly, little pat on the back here. I told you guys I'm going to be more consistent going live. We still don't have a schedule, so it's not as consistent, but like Mondays and Tuesdays have been pretty good, right? We've been more, consistent with these lives. We're going to do a lot for football. I don't know the schedule of that, but I feel like some Thursday night games beforehand, stuff like that could be really fun. Tosses and I for H to H. Maybe able to do some live H to H's, which if you don't know what that is, I would definitely check it out. Broken, we're recording it tomorrow. I'm thinking it's probably going to take a day or so you'll get it, but it might be like a happy belated. But you will be able to know in the background, you're like, hey, when they're recording this, it's my birthday. So I guess you can feel it. Minus 105 for that Yurfie? Yeah, I think that's fine. I mean, a Nerfie and a Yurfie, you're rolling the dice, you know what I mean? Yeah, sorry, Broken, if I miss kind of said that earlier. Recording tomorrow. I think it'll be posted shortly after, but I'm thinking maybe the day or two. Walker Buehler's out here getting a couple strikeouts. Huh? Why can't Noah McLean get a single strikeout? His stat line is crazy. I mean, he has 2 walks, 1 earned through 3 innings, 5 hits, but he's thrown a million pitches. How's my man Framber doing? I haven't been able to watch that because it's on ESPN and MLB TV blacks that out. He has 1 hit, 1 strikeout, 1 walk, no earned. Okay. Not complaining about that, having his under and earned. What value, too, huh? I didn't realize that. It was like that under and earned was minus 150, and we got it at minus 122. Jeez. Shout out to Novik. The prices they have are just ridiculous sometimes. All right, let's see. We got this will probably be our send-off, all right? Appreciate everyone tuning into the stream tonight. We will close it off, but just giving a little toast here. Cheers to everyone for tuning in. Oh, that was ice cold at the bottom. Hopefully McLean can pull off the miracle and we can turn this bad boy right here into a check mark. I doubt that's going to happen. But you know what? Still a good stream overall. We hit that hit parlay. Baltimore, Tampa Bay came through in the Nerfie. Can't complain about that. 3-2. Really do appreciate everyone tuning in. Like I said, football and as more and more happens with even like going into the playoffs and stuff. We're going to do more and more streams that are just, fun, cool, live watch alongs, stuff like that. But I do appreciate everyone tuning in tonight. Catch you in the next one, all right? Peace out.